crossover weekend. Tonight's final match in Calgary Gym features the visiting Crusaders of the University of Dallas. And your host for this weekend, the 4th-ranked Trinity University Tiger. We will introduce both teams and then get directly into tonight's final match. First, for the visiting Crusaders of Dallas. A first-year defensive specialist from Carson, California, number 2, Elise Day. A senior defensive specialist from Rockwall, Texas, number 9, Peyton Baeza. A junior outside hitter from Frisco, Texas, number 12, Cassie Dayu. A first-year middle blocker from Phoenix, Arizona, number 13, Simone Miner. A first-year middle blocker from Frisco, Texas, number 14, Layo Akienda. A first-year outside hitter from Belton, Texas, number 15, Emily Rivas. A first-year setter from Pflugerville, Texas, number 17, Ava Alvarado. And a first-year right side from San Antonio, number 21, Brianna Ornelas. And now the starting lineup for the Dallas Crusaders. A first-year right side / middle blocker from League City, Texas, number 1, Caitlin Johnson. A first-year libero from San Antonio, number 3, Devin Henry. A first-year middle blocker from Weatherford, Texas, number 5, Isabel McCamey. A junior setter from Tulsa, Oklahoma, number 7, Abby Medico. A senior defensive specialist from Sugar Land, Texas, number 8, Chloe Eligan. A first-year setter from Liberty Hill, Texas, number 10, Emma Parsons. And a senior setter from San Antonio, number 11, Larissa Ramirez. The Crusaders are under the direction of head coach Kelly Troutman. And now introducing the 4th-ranked Trinity University Tiger. A first-year libero from the Woodlands, Texas, number 2, Cassidy McLean. A senior libero from El Paso, Texas, number 5, Nadia Kern. A senior center from Calabasas, California, number 6, Marissa Amarino. A junior middle blocker from Kalamazoo, Michigan, number 10, Carly Bruckheiser. A senior middle blocker from Rockwall, Texas, number 14, Brett Thornton. A senior right side from Denver, Colorado, number 15, Sarah Williams. A junior outside hitter from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, number 17, Mackenzie Logan. A sophomore setter from San Antonio, number 18, Trinity Herrera. A first-year libero from Portland, Oregon, number 20, Kylie King. A first-year right side from Santa Monica, California, number 22, Kira Lynch. And a first-year right side from Greenville, North Carolina, number 24, Sydney Boyer. And now the starting lineup for the 4th-ranked Tigers. A first-year center from Houston, number 1, Josie Dayer. A first-year libero from San Antonio, number 3, Jenna Rodriguez. A junior middle blocker from New York, number 4, Maddie Fate. A first-year outside hitter from the Woodlands, Texas, number 7, Reagan Watley. A senior middle blocker from Georgetown, Texas, number 8, Emily Ellis. A senior right side from Seattle, Washington, number 9, Sarah Flynn. And a first-year outside hitter from Little Rock, Arkansas, number 11, Allie Martin. The Tigers, assistant coaches Maggie Linker and Brad Bullets. Head coach of the 4th-ranked Trinity Tigers, Julie Jenkins. For the final time this evening, ladies and gentlemen, let's play volleyball.
Hello again, Tiger fans. We had some fun earlier, so why not do it again, Jade? Back at Calgary Gym, where we love to be. And we have the number 4 Trinity Tigers going up against the University of Dallas Crusaders. Yet another matchup here in the SCAC crossover that Trinity gets to host. And we mentioned having some fun earlier, and how could we not when the Tigers swept the Kangaroos of Austin College out of Calgary Gym in a clean 3 sets. Some good performances all around, Jade. Very impressed. We were, and Coach Jenkins, just everybody.
Yeah, definitely a fun way to start the weekend. We're a lot of excitement up here in the press box. Really awesome to see, some faces that we don't normally see getting some court time. You saw Brookeisen out there. Brett Thorin subbed in, I believe, in set 2, and then played throughout set 3 on the right side, normally seeing her in the middle. So that was exciting. Everyone played really well, so looking forward to this match.
And we have some familiar names in the starting lineup, but also some new ones in there. So we'll go through those. Josie Dayer, Jenna Rodriguez, Maddie Fate, Reagan Watley, Emily Ellis, Sarah Flynn, and Hallie Martin in there for the Tigers. Meanwhile, for the Crusaders, Caitlin Johnson, Devin Henry, Isabella McCamey, Abby Medico, Chloe Ilagan, Emma Parsons, and Larissa Ramirez from right here in San Antonio. 3 San Antonio natives on this Dallas squad, and so if you see at the top of your screen right there, smack dab in the middle, a pretty big contingent of Crusader fans as they're here to support Devin Henry, who's from San Antonio, Larissa Ramirez, and Brianna Ornelas as well. So good to see them in the crowd. Good to see lots of Trinity parents as well. Alumni weekend. So the place has been crawling with alumni today. But we are now ready for this 6 p.m. match. Josie Dayer gets us going. And let's see what we come up with. First point will go to the Tigers as that swing is out.
Point for the Tigers, serving first for Trinity, Josie Dayer.
Josie Dayer getting some real playing time over these last few matches. Now 3 consecutive starts for the first year from Houston. Her serve here. Nice block from Watley and Ellis to keep it alive. Now Dayer pushes it to Watley. Good strong swing on the outside. Now the Crusaders will respond. Rodriguez right there. Dayer tries the dump, can't get it. So here we go again. Rodriguez setting this time Flynn, and Flynn takes care of it.
Kill for the Tigers, Sarah Flynn.
Sarah Flynn, a very efficient 4 kills on 6 swings earlier today. This time, Flynn and Ellis can't get the block down. Dallas gets their first point of the evening.
Checking in for the Crusaders, number 12.
Smart play by Parsons with that last tip, tooling it off of the block. Trinity, as we've mentioned time and time again, has a very large block, and that was a great option for her, just pushing it right off the hands of Sarah Flynn.
Flynn will get another shot, and Flynn will get another kill. Just like that, 2 kills out of 3 points for Sarah Flynn. And she leads the entire team with now upwards of 170 kills on the year. And she is having a fantastic season, the super senior, who has had 5 incredible years here, add a block to her total already. But she is having one of the best in her last. Sarah Flynn with a hitting percentage of .343 would be a career high in this, her 5th season. And so the super senior saving perhaps her best for last in San Antonio. That one out for Dallas, and Trinity up 4-1 early here in set 1. Dump attempt, read by the Tigers. Nice job by Ellis to react. So play is alive. Here comes a right side swing, not going to get down. Dayer pushes it to Logan, but Logan denied. Here she'll try it again, but she won't get that chance as a double will be called on Dayer. Point for Dallas. Caitlin Johnson now will get the shot for Dallas, and freshman will be the name of the game today as the freshman serves this one. Here comes Flynn on the off speed. But Dallas, an extremely young team. That one going to be well out from the middle. And it is really a youth movement for them. 10 freshmen on the roster, wow. Just 3 seniors. So we saw an Austin College team with no seniors. This one not much older than them in Dallas. Rejected there on the outside. Maddie Fate and Mackenzie Logan combining for the block.
Maddie Fate, Mackenzie Logan.
Tigers also have some first years on their side. Jenna Rodriguez with the serve. That one will land in for the Crusaders. Dayub getting it down. This is a Dallas team that comes into today 7 and 17. They have just one conference win this year. That came against winless Centenary, who almost pulled off their first win just ahead of our match here in Calgar Gym as Maddie Fate gets that one in the middle.
Kill for Maddie Fate. Checking in for Trinity, number 18.
But definitely been a work in progress for Kelly Troutman's team over there in Dallas. Coach Troutman in her 6th season as head coach now. In her 2nd year, led the team to a 20-15 record, their best since 2014. But after losing some seniors, 5 of them last year, it has been what she called a transition year for her Crusaders, as an excellent dive from Rodriguez to keep it alive, but it won't be enough as Watley can't quite chase it down, so make it 8-4 Trinity. And here comes Cassie Dayub, the junior from Frisco, Texas, and the brightest spot for this Crusader team for sure, as Logan hammers it down. Put some real steam on that one to put Trinity at 9. But Dayub far and away the leading killer here on the Crusader team, 249 kills. She had 14 of them against Austin earlier in the week. So look for her to lead the way for the Crusaders. Another rejection on the part of the Tigers. Crusaders try to go the other way, not working either. Herrera now in the game. Watley gets the tool off the block. You heard the name Herrera there. Trinity in the game, replacing Josie Dayer. So it looks like the 6-2 rotation of setters will include the first-year Dayer and the sophomore Trinity Herrera, with Marissa Amarino perhaps getting the night off. And look at that, an ace from Cassidy McLean on her first attempt of the evening. And we've seen that before, Jade.
We have seen that before, yeah. I was just thinking about, I think it was the first tournament that I was announcing this season. I missed the first couple of games, so disregard that. But Cassie McLean, I remember she subbed in fresh off the bench, I think in like set 2, and had something ridiculous, like 3 or 4 aces back to back. So not a surprise to see her behind the service line getting an ace in this match. We'll see if she can rack up a couple more.
You have a great memory, Jade. She pulled off 3 aces in a row against number 3 Juniata, so in quite a pressure-packed moment.
And then I think it was like every single time she went behind the service line, she got at least 1 ace consecutively throughout that match. So definitely a notable game for her.
Yeah, and after only playing in one of the first 5 games of the season, McLean has now been in 15 of the last 16. So yet another first year that is making an immediate impact on this Tiger team. And you pair the first year youth with the experience of Sarah Williamy and her fellow super seniors, and it's just so much to handle for an opponent.
It's been a magical mix, that's for sure.
I like that, magical mix.
Magical mix. Yeah, we've been chatting even from the very, very beginning of the season, but the Tiger freshman squad has looked extremely confident. Normally, you start the season off and you look like you have a little bit of jitters, not sure what you're actually getting yourself into, but they were extremely prepared going into this season, and that confidence has definitely carried.
Maddie Fate serve. And then she and Willie unable to get to the ball that was put over for Dallas, so put that one on the board for the Crusaders. 14-6 still Trinity in this first set, as the gym continues to fill in on this Friday night. Herrera forced to deal with a tight pass, but Watley takes care of it. No problem for the sophomore and the first year. And here come Dayer and Flynn. So a great job by Herrera and Willie on their first couple of rotations. And here comes a timeout from Coach Troutman. So we'll take it with her. 15-6 Trinity in set number 1 in San Antonio. Welcome back to Tiger Network. Trinity back to serve. Josie Dayer, and it has been a pretty good day if you're a Dallas Crusader fan. They were coming into today with just that one win in the conference, but over in Webster Gym is that serve just a bit out for Dayer. It's the first time this year, Jay, that we've had action in the two gyms, so missing a little bit, can't be everywhere at once, but Dallas did pull off a victory against Schreiner in 5 sets.
Glad to hear that Webster's getting some action as well. If you are just now tuning in and you missed the live stats, again, this is the Trinity Tigers up against the University of Dallas Crusaders. As Brian noted, the Crusaders did win earlier today, but the Tigers have come out strong in this evening match. Currently, we have all hitters pretty much hitting over 500 for the Tigers, which is absolutely ridiculous. You got Mackenzie Logan, 500, Reagan Watley, 500, Sarah Flynn, 600 plus, and then Sarah Williamy and Faye and Ellis all hitting 1,000 right now. So definitely a great way to kick off the evening. That last ball being a little bit of a hustle on the Tiger side, unable to get that ball over. It's going to be a point for the Crusaders. Sending Johnson back to serve. But looping back, a great offensive start for the Tigers.
Dayer to the middle, and Ellis brings a ton of power behind that swing. Really was able to get a windup and put it down where no Crusader could get it. 17-8 Trinity now. Long serve, and just able to duck out of the way there. Barely was Emily Rivas, the freshman from Belton. And here comes another one of those freshmen, Emma Parsons from Liberty Hill. And Coach Troutman saying, you know, it is hard to have a bunch of freshmen and struggling with the leadership, but one thing it has brought, as Maddie Fate just forced to get it over here, free ball for the Crusaders. It's brought a lot of youth and energy for the team. Nice swing by Logan. Will give the Tigers a free ball. What do they do with it? Almost a kill for Fate. Dayer will try it again. Fate this time takes some off of it and puts it down. So sometimes it's not about all the power, but it's the placement. But Coach Troutman saying, you know, despite the losses, despite the trajectory of the season, the freshmen really bringing a lot of energy, and she loves to see it, says they have great team chemistry. And they, along with Austin College, a squad that you no doubt expect to improve as they continue to get experienced and just go through this tough conference, top to bottom. No off nights for these teams. Herrera behind her, back Willie all the way across the court, gets the tool. So sometimes it's not about the power, but sometimes it is.
Sometimes the power definitely helps with that last ball. Like you mentioned, literally tooling across the entire net. It's going to be Herrera back to serve with a nice low float. That last swing catching Watley. It's going to be a point for the Crusaders. Tigers still up by 9.
And in comes one of those 3 seniors back to serve, the senior from Sugar Land, Texas, Chloe Elogan. Her serve to Logan, perfectly placed for Herrera, but the slide not quite connecting. So the Crusaders will get a back row swing. Rodriguez, Herrera, Fate this time. No disconnect whatsoever. Replay here. Fate back in her traditional spot in the middle. And back in her traditional spot in the box score, a kill.
Yeah, that first slide by Fate, despite it not being a great connection, she still had some nice connection in terms of her hand placement and a smart shot to that deep corner, which did lead to a back row swing, resulting in her getting the ball once again and her putting it away. Glad to see that Herrera ran her back-to-back.
Herrera this time pushes it to Watley. Watley tries to get it down the line. Initially was denied, but then she does get the point. 21-11 Trinity in this first set. Maddie Fate back to serve. And Maddie in the box score tonight with the kills. And with the block, she has been one of the best in the country, 5th in all of Division III. So the junior really getting some good work in. This one out. And the entire student section calling it. And a mix of a student section because we also have our beloved Trinity parents out there. So it's students and parent section.
Yeah, the parents are covering both sides today. We got some alumni and some parents on the side that you guys can't see. And then we got some parents that have trickled their way into what is normally the student section. They're keeping the energy alive, that's for sure.
I don't know. There is some energy, but I don't hear the water bottle from Bucky.
You know, maybe he's saving it. He's got to save that arm muscle for a later match, perhaps.
Perhaps. He, more than anyone, has the energy for that water bottle clinging.
He's got it, though. Just in case. He's got it on deck.
He does have it. He cannot hide. Even that we're in the press box up here, we may be far, but we can still see the eagle eyes up here.
That last serve being in the net's going to result in the double substitution for the Tigers. Again, that's Josie Dare and Sarah Flynn subbing in. Josie Dare going back to serve and set. Tigers are currently up by 10 here in this first set. That double block is picked up, resulting in a down ball that the Tigers will set. Emily Ellis, some great defense by the Crusaders, but a free ball for the Tigers. We'll see how they use it. Flynn blocked, but trying to tip that ball back over. She's going to tip that ball out, and it's going to be a point for the University of Dallas.
So close to being an amazing point, just kind of dunking it down with one hand. But like you said, Dallas playing some good defense there. Finally slowing down the Tiger attack a little bit. But we see it right back, and Flynn can only be held back for so long.
Right back to her. A nice smart shot down the line that's going to send Watley back to serve. You'll also see Logan subbing back in on the outside. And it is game point for the Tigers.
There's some noise from the parent section. Dump. Successful for Dallas. Tigers caught napping a little bit there with 1 point left in the set, so a nice job there by the Crusaders to steal one, stay alive in this first set. Can they keep it alive even longer? Caitlin Johnson will try to do it. Rodriguez tight pass to Dayer. Flynn still somehow able to manage it and get that 25th point. So a great first set for the Trinity Tigers. Jade, how does 538 sound for you for a hitting percentage?
538, I can't complain. Yeah, like I mentioned, midway through that set, a great start for the Tigers. Got a lot of players hitting over 300, 400. We got some 600s, some 1,000s on the stats right now for hitting percentages. Also, a lot of blocks already. As we mentioned in the match earlier today, we didn't see many blocks or any blocks in that first set, but we are seeing some in set one here against the University of Dallas. Always awesome to see.
Yeah, and with the final adjustment on that last kill, it's up to 556 officially after one set. So Tigers take set one, and Jade will stay here for the timeout because I want to ask you, it's Alumni Weekend. You're an alumni. How does it feel to be back? I know you're back a lot, but
yeah,
you feel
Alumni
the energy?
Weekend is funny because I never left San Antonio. I graduated, and as you guys have seen, fall after fall, in terms of me being here to announce, I never left. So it's kind of nice to see some faces that I used to see so frequently return to the city. And I'm really excited to see how many people show up for the future games this weekend. Hopefully we'll get this gym a little bit louder.
Yeah, and you know, we're expecting a bigger crowd on Sunday morning, especially. Big match for Trinity as they host Colorado College. That will be at 11 a.m. on Sunday, so a nice brunch opportunity for you guys to come out, support the correct Tigers, the maroon and white Tigers.
Yes, bring some coffee, maybe a bagel or something. Breakfast tacos, perhaps, if you're visiting from out of town.
There will be 30 alumni, approximately, according to Julie Jenkins, just from volleyball, the volleyball program. So she is excited to have them in town, and it's a big weekend for the volleyball program in general. tomorrow at the football game, there will be the Hall of Fame induction. And a couple of players that were here on the volleyball team that played for Julie Jenkins getting inducted, Sean McLaughlin-Moves and Morgan Anderson-Tuggle. They were both a member of that 2002 team that went all the way to the semifinals, finished in 3rd place nationally, and now they are getting a well-deserved spot in the Trinity Hall of Fame. So they will be here. They will be honored tomorrow at the football game at halftime. That's at 1 p.m. against Barrie. That's a big-time game as well, which we'll have on Tiger Network. So just in general, a ton going on around campus, Jade.
Yeah, definitely some good stuff. Be sure to maybe pop out for that football game where you might see some of the volleyball alumni names thrown out there. Also join us on Sunday. Be a part of the fun.
What better Saturday can you imagine than coming here to CalGuard Gym, 12:15, watch Trinity against Centenary, or listen on Tiger Network, and then 1 p.m., as the volleyball game is coming to an end, walk on over to the football stadium.
Stroll.
Yeah, just flip the channel on Tiger Network and watch some football.
You don't have to move your car or anything. You just park in one spot, cool off in the gym, take a nice stroll over to the football field.
It'll be a great one over there at the football stadium. Trinity undefeated, ranked in the top 10, and they face a conference rival, the Barrie Vikings, in a game that very well could end up deciding the champion of the SAA, and with that, the team that eventually goes to the NCAA playoffs. So all eyes will certainly be there come 1 o'clock. But all eyes currently on CalGuard Gym with this number 4 ranked team, the Trinity Tigers, who have been in the top 5 all season long. And you are seeing a little bit of why, just dominating in that first set. And Emily Ellis, at first, rejected, but not for long, with another Ellis slide.
Count it. Count it on the slide watch, or whatever we were calling it earlier.
The slide tracker.
The slide tracker.
We need it. Imagine getting a nice little animation of a person going down a slide.
Like a little buddy that pops up at the bottom, holding like a number 3 to the 3rd side.
Josh and Ryan, if you're listening. Taylor Ellis.
Just an idea.
And Ellis, this time not needing the slide, says, I'm a middle, aren't I? I can hit it from here too.
Not needing the slide, but still putting it away just as well.
Emily Ellis coming into the weekend first among all Tigers with at least 200 swings in hitting percentage. .399, but surely that has gone up with her efficient performances today. That swing from Parsons is out. But Ellis leading the team in hitting percentage, also leading the team in blocks per set. Just so happy to have these super seniors back.
That last swing we all thought was out. Up ref calling Emily Ellis with a touch on the block. Julie Jenkins disagreeing with that call, as well as Emily Ellis saying, no way. I did not touch it.
Let's see if we can see anything on the replay. It was a fast-moving play, and we thought it was out. But things move on. And we will go on to the Dallas serve to Mackenzie Logan. Dayer, Ellis again. And she's trying to say, we don't need a replay for my points, but wasn't able to get it down. So the point's still alive. Martin this time from the outside, and too much to handle for that Crusader block.
Martin having a great day thus far. I think she was 2 for 2 or maybe 3 for 3 when she subbed in earlier today against Austin College. Today, another great swing. Continues to pack those stats. You got Nadia Kern behind the service line, and now in the libero jersey, if you missed that switch. Nice ball by Logan, but that's going to be a point for Dallas. Now 1 away from tying things up. That's going to send Johnson back to serve.
Dayer has to chase this one, so Kern just kind of punches it over. Dallas with a good opportunity, but Logan there initially. And Kern now there to help her up. Good effort by number 17. And Dallas ties it up here in set number 3. or set number 2, sorry. Can't get ahead of ourselves. We don't want this to go
fast
fast.
forward a
No,
little bit.
we only have a few games left, Jade. Can't let them get away like that. Point Trinity there on the service there. And Trinity Herrera will check back in along with Sarah Williamy.
Trinity Herrera and Sarah Williamy.
Trinity Herrera back in there after not playing against Susquehanna nor Austin. But up until that point, she had played in every match. So the sophomore from San Antonio back in there. Here she goes. Behind her, back to Willie, and Willie tools it off the block again.
Hill on the right side, number 15, Sarah Williamy.
Sarah Williamy, a perfect 4 for 4 on the evening. Tight pass, but it is handled. Slide attempt for Dallas, read well by Kern. Herrera to Martin, and Martin puts it down.
Another kill for the Tigers, Hallie Martin.
And look at that, Jade. Do you hear the water bottle?
I hear it.
But it's not Bucky.
It's not?
It's actually Brett Thornton's dad.
You know, the water bottle. Doesn't matter who's slamming it against the bleachers as long as it's there. Hopefully you guys can hear it on one of the various mics around this gym. But if you ever hear it, just know it's coming from the Trinity's fine parental staff.
Herrera out to Martin. Ball in the air quite a while. Crusaders able to keep it alive. And Herrera gives it her best but can't save it. So Dallas creeping closer again, 6-5, just the lead for Trinity.
Nice smart play by, I believe that was Medico, tipping it all the way across, shallowly across the court, making Herrera sprawl out for it.
Nice back row swing there from Logan. But look at Herrera dive with one arm to save it. Dallas, close one there. The red flag down from the line judge says it is in. Let's take a look.
Of course, right
Yeah.
in that.
Perfect.
That sunspot there, or light spot.
And Willie into the net. So the Crusaders take their first lead of the set. Little run here with Parsons back to serve. Logan with a difficult pass. Kern is forced to give it to Martin. And Martin too much on it. And so Dallas jumps ahead by 2. And seeing a little bit of a struggle on the initial passing, which was the issue against Santa Cruz a week ago. And so Coach Julie Jenkins will call a timeout. We'll take it with her. Trinity down 6-8 in this second set. Welcome back to Tiger Network. Crusaders up 2 after losing the first set. Jade, what are you looking for after this timeout?
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned it before we went into the timeout. Tigers needing to pick up that passing so that they can run an effective offense. We've seen Hallie Martin get quite a handful of swings as she's been the only outlet with some of these rallies. That point going to the Crusaders, now up by 3.
And it's a 6-0 run for Dallas with Parsons back to serve. This time it is out. So we'll see if the Tigers can get back on a roll with Cassidy McLean coming in. Maybe she can get one of her patented aces.
Maybe 3.
Maybe 3. Let's see if she can start with 1. It is a tough one, but the Crusaders get it. Back row swing, right to Nadia Kern. Herrera to the middle, and look at the power from Thornton.
I'm not going to lie, with that serve, I really thought that initial pass was going to ricochet a little bit harder. Thought it was going to result in an ace, but a great swing to end the rally by Brett Thornton. Another great serve by McLean, and there it is! The ace. I'm going to say we spoke that one into existence. She's going to tie things up at 9-9 with that ace and go back to serve once again.
We do what we can. Playing another tough one. Slide. Not going to work, so that'll go down.
Close enough to an ace.
Yeah.
Ball didn't go back over. I'll give her like half an ace for that one.
I think for our purposes, we'll count it.
We'll count it. We'll give her 2.
2 for number 2. She is just giving the Crusaders all sorts of issues. Put another point on the board for Trinity. And Cassidy McLean, just what the doctor ordered. Trinity down by as many as 3 in this set. A timeout from Julie Jenkins curing all. And Cassidy McLean leading the way on this 5-0 run. Look at this, another tough serve. Crusaders barely able to get it over. Kern to Herrera. Willie puts it down.
On the right side, Hill for Sarah Williams.
We mentioned earlier today that serving and passing is really the name of the game, and as we've seen here in set 2, the Tigers struggling a little bit with their passing, but Cassie McLean coming in strong. I totally just jinxed it, but we'll still say coming in really strong back there behind the service line, getting the Tigers back ahead here in set 2. Hope to see some strong passing here now that the Tigers have gained a little bit of the momentum here.
But Jade, you know by now that it's when the team does something good that we talk about it, it's totally us. But when it goes against us, it's not our fault.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a one-way street.
That being said, a great pass, a little bit tight, but Trinity Herrera able to, set a great ball. And that's going to be Brett Thornton back to serve.
Herrera unable to stop that one from Dayub. So put another on the board for Cassie. She's up to 3 now. Dayub 4th in the entire conference in kills. Tough pass, but Logan gets a decent look at it. But the Crusader block will get another point for Dallas. So after that Trinity run, Dallas responds with a couple of points of their own. 13-12 Trinity with Devin Henry, one of those 3 San Antonio natives in this game for Dallas. Herrera can't get a hold of it. Herrera herself a San Antonio native. But it is Dallas outlasting San Antonio on that point, and they are tied up again. Trinity 13, Dallas 13. Henry, not only from San Antonio, but going to high school right across the street here at Incarnate Word High School. Mackenzie Logan met at the net. Ellis will just have to put it over. What will the Crusaders do with this free ball? Won't get a point as McLean right there. So here comes Willie, and Willie with another kill.
Kill for the Tigers, Sarah Williams.
So an opportunity there for the Crusaders to jump in front with the Tiger defense, and then leading to the great kill for Sarah Williamy. Goes to show that you have to play a perfect point and a perfect game to beat these Tigers. Dayer forces the Crusaders to go back. And a free ball, Kern, Dayer, Flynn, fire on it for Flynn.
This time, Sarah Flynn.
Back-to-back great swings by the super senior Sarahs. Saw Sarah Williamy before she subbed out, and then Sarah Flynn now on the right side with another great swing.
Collision there, Dayer and Kern. Trinity, though, keeping it alive. Crusaders get a swing on the outside and a point on the outside from Dayub. And you can see after the point, Kern talking to Dayer, encouraging each other even after that collision. Another scramble, another point for Dallas, and they are not going away. 15-15. After a first set that was all Trinity, 25-15. These Crusaders, under the direction of Coach Kelly Troutman, fighting their best. McLean has to go down to a knee. Logan will get the shot on the outside, not going to go down. Can the Crusaders take the lead? Not here. McLean up to Logan again. And this time, Logan does put it on the wood.
If you missed it with that last serve receive, you saw Mackenzie Logan step up, and the Tigers did a two-man serve receive with Nadia Kern and, excuse me, McLean back there.
Having to go behind her back a little bit there was Dayu, but she was still able to get it down. Nice mid-air adjustment for her. Tied up again at 16. Junior from Frisco has had a magnificent season and a magnificent game, already up to 5 kills on 9 swings. And look at the block from Dallas, Caitlin Johnson. We'll get a look at the replay up close. And she sent it all the way back to give Dallas a lead. Dayer, Ellis, not gonna land. Tigers will get another shot. Dayer this time to Flynn. Flynn takes some off of it, and that will be a Trinity point. Brett Thornton back in, Nadia Kern back to serve. Dig by Kern. Dayer forces Flynn to go back a little bit, still alive, and Flynn again thinks she gets a touch. The entire Trinity bench wants it, and it looks like they might get it. Yes, they do.
Good eye there by the linesman, sticking with his call in seeing that touch on that last play.
Nice tough serve from Kern. Dig by Logan. Dayer out to Flynn. Flynn rejected. Tigers reset. Martin has to go back to swing at this one. Ramirez goes to the middle and takes enough of it. Does Johnson for the point. Tied again. Tremendous back and forth between these two teams. Neither squad has been up by more than one since it was 15-13. Flynn can't get to it, and Dallas trying to become the first one to 20 in those all-important segments, and it'll be Caitlin Johnson back to serve, as you can feel a little bit of energy on their side. Coming into the home of the number 4 team in the nation, and they are hanging around, and missed opportunity there. You think they might have gotten a little too excited. Emma Parsons there had the free point in front of her and just couldn't get it across, Jade.
Absolutely tragic, unfortunately. We had 2 hitters ready to swing, and it looks like they might have had just a little bit of collision that resulted in that last ball going into the net. With that being said, though, it's still very, very close set. 19-19 currently. Tips picked up by Sarah Williamy. This ball's going out to Martin. Off the block, she'll score, and the Tigers will now have a 1-point lead.
Tigers, Hallie Martin. Timeout on the floor. Timeout, Dallas.
And that's going to be a timeout called by the Crusaders. Again, the Tigers just leading by 1 here in set 2. And we'll see after this timeout who pulls away. We've seen the points go back and forth throughout this entire set thus far. We've seen a couple strings of 3 points on either side. Hoping that the Tigers maintain the momentum and finish out this second set.
And a nice look there at the stats on your screen. Trinity still hitting a very high 433, but Dallas limiting those errors, just 2 more than the Tigers. They're hanging around with those digs and hanging tough here in the second set. Would be a massive boost to them, certainly, if they can steal one. We'll see what Coach Jenkins has drawn up after this timeout. Coach Troutman's squad is ready to go, with still 20 seconds left on the clock in this timeout. Coach Troutman played volleyball and ran track at Wisconsin Whitewater, a team that just seems to be good at every sport that you look at. Currently ranked very high in volleyball, ranked high in football, always a perennial contender in baseball as well. So Coach Troutman hailing from a very prestigious school in the Division III level. She is trying to continue this turnaround for a Dallas program that currently sits at 2-10 in conference play. Last year, were tied for that final spot in the SCAC tournament, but lost on a tiebreaker. Ball barely over the net here. Herrera to Martin. Collision with Kern and Herrera. Martin will try it again. No luck. Touch on the second over. Thornton puts enough off of it and puts it over.
Kill for the Tigers, Brett Thornton.
Smart play by Thornton, slowing down the pace of that rally with that tip, and she'll score.
Dump attempt will work for the setter. Doing a nice job fooling these Tigers. It is the senior Larissa Ramirez. Another Incarnate Word graduate. Willie from the right side, sent right back to her. And the Crusaders are fired up after that one. Not easy to block number 15 for Trinity. And stop me if you've heard it before, Jade. Tied in this second set.
Tied once again. 21-21. We're going to see a swing out of the middle. Once again by Thornton. She will score.
Kill for the Tigers, Brett Thornton. Checking in for Trinity, number 2, Cassidy McLean.
Putting the Tigers up by 1 in a name that we are fortunate to see subbing in. Cassidy McLean going back there to serve for the Tigers. She had a couple aces. Technically like 1.5 last time she went back there. But she did close the lead last time she went behind the service line, so hoping to see her go on another run and hopefully finish out this second set.
We'll take a quick break on Tiger Network, see if the Tigers can pull away in this set. Out of the timeout, Cassidy McLean looking to put this one in the books for Trinity. Blocked Not enough to keep it in bounds. And so Dallas, out of the timeout, ties it back up.
You're going to see it once again. McLean and Nadia Kern back there. Two-man passing for this serve receive.
Logan can't put it down. Here comes Dayub. Crusaders will get a free shot. Not able to take advantage of it there. Here comes Willie on the right side. Dug by the libero. Here comes Dayub again around the antenna. Herrera, Thornton, and Thornton takes care of it.
In the middle, kill for Brett Thornton.
Keep giving her the ball. She is 4 for 4 tonight.
Now, the 4 for 4 goes behind the service line. Dayub, dug by Logan, but Herrera can't get to the sideline. And it is 23-all with Devin Henry coming back to serve. Tough serve to deal with. Logan will just have to put it over. And here comes a swing from the middle. A great block, though, by Emily Ellis. Puts the Tigers 1 point away from a much-needed set victory. In a set that hasn't been the prettiest, but they will take it if they can get the win. It'll be up to the first-year Josie Dayer. Nice block, and that's going to do it. Mackenzie Logan and Emily Ellis combined to finish this second set. And a set that saw many, many tied moments, many back and forth moments. Sees a Trinity win to put them up 2-0 as the team switched sides there. Good fight there by both teams, Jade, but the Tigers able to get just enough to pull it out.
Yeah, glad to see the Tigers pull that one out. They were struggling a little bit with almost everything related to their platforms. We weren't keeping many balls in play in terms of digs, and our passing was struggling a little bit, thus not being able to run our offense maybe as strongly as we hoped. But that being said, we still hit over 400 as a team, which is quite an impressive hitting percentage, as we've noted pretty much all season. The two shining stars thus far are going to be your Sarahs, Sarah Flynn and Sarah Williamy, both hitting over 400. Sarah Flynn out here with 8 kills, Sarah Williamy with 6. And also, as I mentioned, Brett Thornton was 5 for 5, actually. I said 4 for 4 when she went back behind the service line, but that was before the stats updated. She is 5 for 5, hitting 1,000, so we hope to see her getting more sets here in set 3.
This team just continuing what has been a beautiful run for Coach Jenkins and her Tiger Volleyball. This timeout gives us a little bit more time to highlight yet again the inductees into the Hall of Fame tomorrow, those two that did play for Coach Jenkins in the early 2000s. Got to talk to Coach Jenkins about them, and she had some very kind words about both of them. So I will share some of what she told me. Morgan Anderson Tuggle, Coach Jenkins saying that she really came into her own late in her career, one of the best right sides in Division III. And Coach Jenkins told me, and Emily Ellis also told me a while back, that she was actually her club coach up in Georgetown all throughout high school.
Small world.
Very small world. And in fact, Emily telling me that if it weren't for her coach, she would have never maybe come to Trinity.
Wow.
She was the one that put Trinity on Emily's radar, since she did so well here at this volleyball program. And so thank you, Morgan Anderson Tuggle, for bringing Emily
planting
here.
That seed.
Yes. Don't know what Trinity would be doing without Emily Ellis. And then Sean McLaughlin-Mogues, Coach Jenkins saying she was one of the quiet ones. She just went about her business, took care of what she needed to take care of, and that gained a massive amount of respect, not only from Coach Jenkins, but just from all her teammates, was extremely well-liked. And so now 2 of the best volleyball players of all time here at Trinity getting their respect and getting their induction into the Hall of Fame tomorrow.
That's awesome. Yeah, you don't always need to be the loudest on the court to be a leader, so it's great to see. Sean McLaughlin. getting that recognition.
And the induction has gotten me thinking of who that we get to see might be in the Hall of Fame one day.
Who will it be? Could it be Emily Ellis? Could it be the Flynns? Or excuse me, I meant to say the Sarahs. Could it be, who knows? Only time will tell. Will it be Avery Tuggle or Annie Rose Leggett, who we miss dearly?
Those two All-Americans, just like Anderson and McLaughlin were here at Trinity. So those are two names we could be looking back at 20 years from now. Could you imagine 20 years from now we're calling a volleyball game?
We'll be like, wow, we said their names so many times.
So many times. Viewers at home probably got a little tired of it. But it's worth repeating because they're that good.
Absolutely. We're going to tune back in here for set 3. You're going to see Carly Brookhuizen on the court, so she's going to be starting. You're also going to see Watley back out there. So it's going to be Watley and Martin on the outside, Brett, Thornton, and Carly Brookhuizen in the middle. Or excuse me, Thornton's going to be on the right side. It's going to be Fate and Brookhuizen in the middle.
Dayer puts it over. Now she tries to put it to Rodriguez, who sets it for Martin. Martin can't cut it. Dayu down the line, in.
Smart shot down the line. Rodriguez following it to the line, but thinking it's just going to barely fall out. That being said, that ball being in, it's going to be the first point here in set 3 for the Crusaders. Rodriguez is going to be back in that libero jersey. Off the block, it's going to be a point for Martin.
Kill for the Tigers.
Excited about that swing. That'll send her back to serve, and Watley will now be your front left.
Allie Martin back to serve.
I struggle to think of anyone who gets quite as much height as Hallie Martin does on her swings.
She's up there.
Up there are Fate and Watley with the block on the combination.
Currently, the Tigers got 4 freshmen on the court. We've mentioned early today and throughout this match for the University of Dallas, but also for Austin College, noting how large their freshman class is. But Trinity as well, a lot of freshmen getting experience this season. That ball catching Dayer and Rodriguez. It's going to be a point for the Crusaders. As we have noted time and time again, the depth of this Trinity roster. Awesome to see 4 freshmen here in set 3.
And this very well could be a lineup we see a lot of next year with these 4 freshmen, the junior Maddie Fate and Brett Thornton, a senior this year, but she has committed to come back as Watley gets a kill there on the outside. All 3 of the 4th-year seniors, Thornton, Amarino, and Kern, have pledged to come back for a 5th year, so they will be super seniors. And so this combination now consisting of Carly Brookhuizen, who checks in, some of the rotations we might see next year on Tiger Network. Thornton can't quite get it over the block of Rivas there on the right. And so it is 3-3 early on in set number 3.
Checking in for Dallas, number 7, Abby Medico.
That class of Thornton, Amarino, and Kern will be the final class that can take advantage of an extra year of eligibility. It is crazy to think of the dominoes that COVID has set forward, still to this day affecting all aspects of life, but athletics especially at the Division III level. Dayer goes to Brookhuizen and can't quite get it on the middle, and you see she laughing at that opportunity that she missed. Dallas up 4-3. Brookhuizen, the junior from Kalamazoo, Michigan. Thornton has to chase it down with one arm and won't be able to keep it in play, so put Dallas on top by 2. Barely off the tape, and it'll cause problems Tigers, though, somehow get it over. Crusaders hammer it. Abby Medico, the junior from Tulsa, Oklahoma, gives Dallas their largest lead of the set and matches the largest lead of the match. So Dallas not going quietly after that heartbreaking second set loss. This one just a little long on the serve, but easily they could have laid down after fighting tough in that second set, but falling just short. But they are here giving the Tigers a battle. And you expect nothing less as teams face the number 4 team in the country, always giving them their best shot. Herrera will look to put things back in Trinity's favor. A nice tough serve. And a nice swing from the outside. Medico again does it for Dallas. So she is putting up some numbers here for the Crusaders, up to 8 kills to tie Sarah Flynn for the entire match lead. So the Oklahoma native making some noise in Texas. Can the Tigers respond? Herrera out to Watley. Touch at the net, lets Dallas chase it down. Nice job by Brookhuizen denying it for the moment, but Dayub able to get a point for Dallas, and they are doubling up the Tigers. 8-4 in this third set. Tiger bench chanting for a side out, and they get it. Nice job of Hallie Martin letting it go. And McLean now back to serve, looking to do what she did last set and put the Tigers right back in it.
It's going to be back-to-back service errors for the Crusaders. Currently still leading, but that being said, it's never a good plan to give away free points to the Tigers. Great serve by McLean. But an amazing swing, nonetheless, by Dayub to get that point back for the Crusaders. It's going to be Henry behind the service line. A nice serve, keeping that one in play. Attacking error for Sarah Williamy, that ball falling out. Dallas now up by 5.
Rodriguez can't get it on the serve. And the Crusaders are feeling it here in San Antonio. 11-5, the scoreboard reading in their favor. Henry looking over to her bench with a smile, and here comes a timeout from Julie Jenkins. As the Tigers need to get back in it in this third set, we'll take a timeout and debrief after a quick break on Tiger Network. Just as the hitting percentage falls for the Tigers, it climbs for the Crusaders. It is up to 241. They are doing a great job offensively. And Henry behind the service line is having a run. That is ace number 2 for the San Antonio native. And the Crusaders, even after the Julie Jenkins timeout, build on their lead 12-5 in this third set. Another tough serve forces Martin to go out and get it. Willie from the middle, and Willie can't get it over. And a huddle here after that point as the Tigers really trying to regroup here and bounce back. We know they can do it. But look at the service game of the Crusaders. Martin will just have to put it over, and a free ball for the Crusaders. They'll not be able to put it down, so a break for the Tigers. Willie not going to get a kill. Henry puts it over, but a free ball. Herrera, Martin, and finally Martin puts it down. Brookhuizen will get her shot behind the service line now. Henry right there to receive it. Parsons behind her back. But Brookhuizen right there on the swing. Martin will get it outside. Back row attack from Dayu. McLean right there. Herrera, Willie. Touch at the net. Not enough.
Kill for the Tigers, Sarah Williams. Still serving for Trinity, Carly Brookhuizen.
Parsons goes outside to Dayub. Dayub has to get it back herself. Now pushed outside. Nice block. But the Crusaders will get it again, and it is Dayub. Herrera has hands. Libero with the nice dig, and Dayub from behind the line, and still not going to stop her. So she is in the front row, but had to step behind the 10-foot line. Dayub still getting the kill. 14-7, Dallas up on Trinity. Some steam on that serve. Rodriguez has to chase it, and a free ball coming for the Crusaders. Parsons goes to Dayub. Great block by the Tigers. So good job denying a free ball. What can they do on offense? It'll be a kill from Martin. So even as the Crusaders are playing extremely well, a couple of missed opportunities that could have extended this lead even wider.
14, Brett Thornton. For Dallas, number 11, Larissa Ramirez.
Thornton and Dare checking back in. Meanwhile, for Dallas, Ramirez back in as the setter. Parsons this time attacking. Dare to Thornton. Doug. Dayub. And Dayub again.
Nice placement with that last shot and a good hustle by McLean, unable to get a hand on it. Another point for the Crusaders. Tigers looking for a quick side out here as they need to rack up some points to get back in this third set.
That's going to be in for the Crusaders. Ace for Chloe Ilagan. And they double up the Tigers 16-8. They have to be feeling good, Jade.
Yeah, I was going to say the Crusaders are doing an amazing job behind the service line, keeping the pressure on the Tigers, whose passing is struggling a little bit. That being said, Hallie Martin with a swing, tooling off the block. She'll score and take herself back there to serve. It's going to be Watley subbing back in. McLean stepping off.
Martin with 7 kills earlier against Austin. She is up to 7 again against Dallas. So the first year having a nice day. But the struggles continue for Trinity in this set as Rivas able to get it past the block of Trinity and down. It was Emily Rivas, the freshman from Belton, Texas, home of the University of Mary Hardin Baylor. And here, just a little long on the serve, was Johnson. So a freebie for the Tigers gets them into double digits, and we'll see if the libero Rodriguez can pull off a run and get these Tigers back in the set. Not quite. 18-10 Dallas.
Unfortunately, not what you're looking for is unforced errors here for the Trinity Tigers, now down by 8.
Martin from the back row. Martin with the kill. She is everywhere. Herrera and Williamy checking back in, and you can see that Dallas is really targeting Martin on the serve receive, trying to take her out of the play a little bit. And while she has struggled a little bit on some of the passes, she is still regaining her position and doing enough to lead the team with 8 kills right along with Sarah Flynn.
Yeah, and that being said, with that last play, she might not have had the best pass, but she was still a great option offensively out of the back row. And did put that ball down on that last play. You're going to see a swing from Watley. Crusaders doing a great job of keeping this ball alive.
Williamy says, I've seen enough.
They could not keep it alive long enough. That's set to the super senior. He's going to put the Tigers within 6, tying things up with the Crusaders, and the Crusaders will call a timeout here in set 3, hoping to regain the momentum.
So a timeout here, just trying to hold on to for Trinity Tigers, and Coach Troutman telling me this week when I asked her, what do you want fans to take away from your team this weekend? And she said, you know, this team is full of energy. They love playing the game of volleyball, and she really believes in them. And you can see what she was talking about, showing tremendous effort here in CalGuard Gym, giving the Tigers all they can handle, that's for sure. Down 6 in this third set are the Tigers. Can they come all the way back? Watley will have to put it over. Free ball coming for the Crusaders. Parsons pushes it, and it'll be a point for the Crusaders. So Rivas doing a nice job with that mid-air adjustment. And now she'll go back to serve.
Number 12, Cassie Dayu. Emily Rivas.
We've got a cleanup job over there for Rodriguez and the Tigers. Jim goes dead silent.
Everyone's got to make sure she got it all, you know?
You remember all those times during the Eau Claire match when we had to stop to wipe the floor?
Yep. Handful of times. Must have been a little hot that day.
Hot is the kill from Sarah Williamy. I think I could see the flames from here.
I definitely saw the flames. You could probably for sure see it on the live feed.
Not a welcome sight for opponents to see the super senior coming out of the middle. So many options for this Tiger offense. What will they go to? Hitting 351, but still behind 6 in this set. It'll be Medico who is dug, and Willie will get another shot. This time the libero chases it down. Parsons goes to Dayoub, and Dayoub off speed. Read well by Herrera. Here comes Willie, but right into Parsons. So Dayoub will give it another shot. Let's try it again. Medico down for the point. She's been quiet in this set, but overall on the match now up to 9 kills is Abby Medico. And the Crusaders, the first to 20. Herrera to Willie in the middle again. Too much. So the Tigers really liking Williamy out of the middle.
Another ball of flames. Along with our slide tracker, we should put flames on every ball that is swung by Sarah Williamy out of the middle.
Parsons to Dayoub, and Dayoub thought she might have had a point, and she was right. hesitated for a moment, but the Crusaders extend their lead to 7 again. And it is Medico with a tough serve. McLean handles it. Herrera to Martin. Dug by Henry. Parsons chases it down. Dayub with a tough angle right to Rodriguez. And Willie this time can't put it down. Dump attempt. Rodriguez right there. Maddie Fate. Maddie Fate.
Maddie Fate, yeah. The Crusaders are doing a great job of just keeping the ball in play. Their defense is not letting a single ball touch the floor without getting a hand on it. That last swing being Maddie Fate tooling off the block. Double substitution is going to be Dare and Flynn, or excuse me, not Flynn, Thornton subbing back in.
Dare already up to 16 assists today. Dayub had to adjust there. And Fate again with the kill.
Kill in the middle for Maddie Fate.
Make it 17 assists now for Josie Dare. 25 for Trinity Herrera, so the setters doing their job tonight. Parsons with a nice swing. And it lands all the way back on their side of the court, but out. So a point for Dallas to stem that little mini rally for the Tigers, and they continue to hold on to this lead. You keep feeling that the Tigers will get there, will pull it out. But as the Crusaders inch to 25, it starts to become a reality that they might pull out this third set. Maddie Fate this time denied at the middle. And the Crusaders just doing an excellent job defensively, as you talked about, Jade, whether it's the dig or the block.
They're definitely in the right place at the right time. Pass by McLean is going to be set by Rodriguez. Hallie Martin is picked up. They're going back to Martin once again. And that swings out. It's going to be a point for the Crusaders. Now game point for the University of Dallas, who, as we mentioned, has played a really clean third set here.
And they're going to pull it out. Hallie Martin couldn't handle the serve, and that explosion you hear is from the Dallas bench and their faithful that came to support the San Antonio natives. The University of Dallas Crusaders coming into tonight with just 2 conference wins on the year. Take a set from the number 4 Trinity Tigers on their home court. And the stats right there on your board to digest a little bit. The hitting percentage up there for both squads. But
yeah,
Trinity now with 12 errors.
Yeah, I was about to say, those errors really hurt the Tigers, as well as we mentioned it time and time again. The passing was just a little bit shaky that set. We weren't able to run our offense as effectively as we wanted to. And the Crusaders were really just keeping balls in play. Not, as we mentioned, not letting balls touch the floor without someone at least getting a hand on it beforehand. We have not seen maybe the regular starting lineup that we have in the past. We'll see who Julie Jenkins throws in for this 4th set. Perhaps it'll be our more routine starting lineup, or perhaps we'll see one of the lineups she has run thus far in the match. Tigers appear to be chatting amongst inner squads by positions. You're seeing all the right sides chatting together, all the middles chatting together, outsides chatting together, discussing strategy on how each individual position can best attack this 4th set. Overall, hoping to see the Tigers bounce back here in the 4th.
Do you remember having those types of meetings and timeouts when the coaches are talking amongst themselves, having to kind of decide on your own who's going to lead the way in those conversations?
Yeah, I mean, when you're on the court, it's not always the easiest to see the game from an outside perspective, obviously. So those inner position chats between sets, definitely helpful.
And Dallas, look at how confident they are feeling with a minute left in this timeout between sets. They're still ready to go. Not much to talk over, and you have to believe they are feeling good about their performance so far this weekend. They had lost 5 in a row coming into this SCAC crossover, but they pulled out a win against Schreiner earlier today over in Webster Gym, and now giving Trinity all they could ask for and much, much more. And you have to credit this team led by Coach Troutman, coming down from, not Dallas per se, Irving, although close enough, right?
Yeah.
So many suburbs up there of Dallas, but no easy task to come to Trinity, come inside CalGuard Gym and play this team that has beaten some of the best in the country, Eau Claire, Juniata, Barry. But as you can see, this conference is no joke from top to bottom, and every coach I've gotten to talk to this week, from Coach Jenkins to Coach Garza, Coach Troutman, everyone involved in the tournament, everyone says the same thing. This conference is just so tough, and no night is a guarantee. Coming out of the timeout, some new names in this match for the Tigers. Marissa Amarino, who did not get the start, will start things off with the serve. Nadia Kern back with the libero jersey. And they are joined by Emily Ellis, Sarah Flynn, Mackenzie Logan, and Reagan Watley. So there is your answer to the adjustment, Jade.
Yep, we're seeing our more routine starting lineup, and a slide by Ellis will result in a down ball, I suppose you'd call it. Crusaders throwing that ball back over, and Flynn will get a swing. Nice hustle by the Crusaders, and it'll be a free ball for the Tigers off to a great start. Emily Ellis with 2 great swings thus far. This ball's going out to Watley, and she will score.
Kill for the Tigers, Reagan Watley. Reagan back to serve.
Some great digs, some great power out of that first rally. It's going to put Watley back to serve.
So the slide may be closed for construction at the water park. Had to go to another option. But thankfully, the Tigers have many of those options. Amarino chasing it down, going to Logan on the outside. Watley gives it a good effort, but it'll be a kill for the Crusaders. Dayub checks out and gives way to Ilagan. Two aces already from the senior. Flynn sent right back to her. Now Logan tries it. She's dug. Nice job by Kern being there. Amarino to Logan, and Logan gets it off the tape and off the block.
Nadia Kern's going to be serving for Ellis in this 4th set. It's going to be Fate re-entering the game in the middle. Tigers up by just 1. Nice serve by Kern.
Parsons blocked by Fate. Rivas goes the other way. Amarino struggles to get it out all the way to Logan, so here come the Crusaders, but here comes Fate with the massive block all by herself. She continues to rack those up. Look at Maddie Fate all alone and still gets it down. Had a career high 9 blocks a week ago against Santa Cruz. Rivas forced to stop her traction. Amarino, Logan, and Logan past the dive of Ilagan. So the Tiger offense seeming to find its rhythm here to start the 4th set. Just to the right is that serve from Nadia Kern. And now Johnson will take over the duties.
Nadia Kern missing that last serve, but immediately telling her teammates, this ball in regards to that serve receive, not needing to do much as that last serve was out. It's going to be a double substitution. You're going to see Josie Dare and Sarah Williamy subbing in for this 6-2 rotation. Tigers up by 3.
Tight pass. Slide attempt. Kern dives. Keeps it alive. Logan. And a block, but still going. Not anymore. Point for the Tigers. And the Crusaders can't believe it. Henry still flustered by that call.
Up ref blowing his whistle a little bit too soon. He thought there was 4 touches on that Crusaders side, which would have resulted in a point for the Tigers, but he was mistaken. That being said, corrected himself for a replay. Going to see a free ball here for the Tigers. Sarah Williamy picking up that first ball, and that's going to go to Logan on the outside. She'll score. So despite the replay, a point for the Tigers.
Dump down for Ramirez. Didn't move an inch there on the Tiger logo. And did all the movement with her hands to get it down. Kern goes down to get that serve. And nearly a collision for the Tigers. Crusaders trying to take advantage, haven't yet. Instead, Logan will get the tool off the block.
McLean subbing in and going back there to serve for Logan. Crusaders caught on their heels, unsure who's going to take that second ball there. Henry taking the first.
I mean, you just know what it is. It's a Cassidy McLean serve. What else do you expect?
I mean, should have expected at least one ace, I suppose.
We have 3 total from the first year already. Nice dig by Kern. Dayer with the set. Out to Williamy, and Williamy tools it.
Kill for the Tigers on the right side, Sarah Williamy.
McLean, as she so often has, catapulting the Tigers with her service game. Dayer, nice save. Kern out to Watley. Watley with a tip. Not enough. Here comes the back row swing from Diube, and well long. Point for Trinity up into double digits now, and it looks like we're going to get a timeout. Yes, we will, from Coach Troutman, as the Tigers looking more like Trinity, up 10-3 in this 4th set. And so the adjustments made by Coach Jenkins going into this set looks like they are working out, Jade.
Yeah, as we mentioned, we're seeing the more routine starting lineup for the Tigers here in set 4, and they came out just ready to bounce back from that third. Playing really clean with a lot of confidence. We're seeing better serve receive, strong serving from the service line. Overall, a great start to this 4th.
And what you love to see is the fight back after the 3rd set loss. Could have easily really put the team down, hang their heads, droop around the court, but you never see that from this Trinity squad. Always smiles on the faces of these players, always a confidence about them. And this young roster with that sprinkle of experience just continues to bounce back in those tough moments and respond when necessary. So 10-3 Trinity as we conclude this timeout. Dallas again wrapping it up early, but Coach Jenkins using just about every second she gets. But her team breaks the huddle, ready to go with Cassidy McLean behind the service line. 3 3 aces and 5 digs for number 2. Another tough one. Parsons sets it to Rivas, but Watley sends it right back.
On the block for the Tigers, Manny Fate, Reagan Watley.
So 11-3 now, the lead for the Tigers as they threaten to run away with the 4th set. But do the Crusaders have something to say about it? Not on that one. An ace for Cassidy McLean. Put it on the board.
Keep it going. Cassidy McLean. Serving queen.
Can she get another? Already 4. Dayub handles this one. Rivas, nobody there in the middle of the court. And she gets a point back in the favor of the Crusaders, but a nice service run for McLean. 6-0 run for the Tigers before that last point. And it puts them well ahead, 12-4. Halfway home in this set. Kern can't handle it. 2 in a row now for the Crusaders. Rivas greeting her teammates after it.
Little bit of a miscommunication there, Cassidy McLean. Putting Nadia Kern in a little bit of a hiccup, calling that last serve out, but it was clearly in.
And Williamy again from the middle. So about the 3rd or 4th time that she has terminated. And the Flames.
Willie Flames out of the middle.
Parsons out to Dayub. Nice dig by Maddie Fate. Willie from the right side, dug by Parsons. Dayub will get another shot, and this time Dayub does finish it. So she continues to impress for the Crusaders. 13 kills on the evening for Dayub. That's after 14 earlier today against Schreiner. 4th in the SCAC for a reason, and we are seeing it on full display. But Willie says, I can do that too. 13 kills for Sarah Williamy.
Checking in for the Tigers, back to serve, Marissa Amarino, and in the front row, Sarah Flynn.
And here comes Marissa Amarino, who did not play in the first 3 sets, but is in there for this 4th frame. Puts a nice serve together. Parsons out to the right side. Medico dug by Kern. Amarino behind her, back to Flynn. And Flynn, after a little bit of a delay, does get the kill.
On the right side, Sarah Flynn.
Amarino, the senior from Calabasas, California. One of the 4 team captains for the Tigers, and tries a soft serve here. And a block for Ellis with the help of Reagan Watley. And it is all clicking so far in this 4th frame. 16-6 the score for Trinity. Amarino back to serve once again.
Ellis truly makes it look so easy. It's like her hands just have magnets for that ball when it comes to blocking. Another one. Emily Ellis and Flynn up there.
How about another Emily Ellis and Sarah Flynn?
And you can hear
on the floor. Timeout, Dallas.
Probably here on the floor mic as well. Another shout out to Emily Ellis for that great block once again. It's going to be a timeout called by the Crusaders as Trinity is up 17-6 here in the 4th set. A great bounce back from the 3rd. Stats, passing, the whole shebang looking way better. Truly cleaning it up.
What a difference a set can make.
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome to see the, as we mentioned, the more standard starting lineup where a lot of players were chilling on the bench in that 3rd set, coming back in cold for this 4th, and are really just handling the game well here, as we've noted already today. But the Sarahs, they're truly killing it for the Tigers. You got Sarah Williamy hitting over 300, and she's got 13 kills. And then you got Sarah Flynn hitting over 500 with 9 kills. So hopefully we see them getting set some more throughout this 4th set. That being said, Tigers back on the court. That's going to be Amarino back to serve.
Dayu can't get it past Flynn. The block party back on in San Antonio. 3 blocks in a row for the Tigers, and Amarino having a good time back there. 4-0 run for the Tigers. She goes right back to Dayub. Henry chases it down. Dayub gets it over. Free ball, Amarino. Watley right back to the Tigers. Amarino this time dump, and it's down. We've had a couple today, Jade.
A couple dumps. If we haven't said it enough times, it's Brian's favorite play. So great to see it. That last play, I truly thought they were going to run Emily Ellis on that slide, as we've seen her score time and time again. So Trinity offense even fooling me in terms of who they were going to set throughout that last rally. Tigers 1 away from point 20. It's going to be Amarino back to serve once again. Touch on the block, but that's going to be a tool. Crusaders will take that point to end the service run for Amarino.
Checking in for the Tigers, number 22, Kira Lynch.
New name out there for the Tigers. Announced by the PA Harrison Lalone, number 22, Kira Lynch. First year from Santa Monica, California. So not very far from Amarino there in Calabasas. Sees her first action of the day. Dayub right to Kira Lynch. Why not? Lynch and Ellis, and you can see the smiles on the faces of the Tigers as Kira Lynch gets just her 3rd block of the young season for her.
All smiles down on the court on that Trinity side. Now 5 away from taking this match.
They tested Ellis and Lynch again, got it over this time. Nice pancake by Henry. Watley chases it all the way down. Logan will have a free ball for the Crusaders. Ramirez eventually gets it to her teammate Parsons for the kill. So nice patience there for the freshman to get the termination, but it is still 20-8 Trinity in this 4th frame.
Great hustle by Nadia Kern throughout that last rally, just trying to keep the ball alive. Swing by Logan will be a kill. And that'll send Nadia Kern back to serve. Fate now back in the middle with Emily Ellis stepping off. You're going to see a serve off the tape for Nadia Kern. That's going to be an ace. Keep the aces coming. Nadia Kern back to serve once again. Now 3 away to close.
And it just might be your night when an ace like that lands off the top of the tape. Kern this time goes the opposite side of the court. Parsons tries the same, but it is a live Lynch. Big swing from her, dug by the Crusaders. Now a push dug by Watley. Amarino, Fate, and Fate puts it down.
Kill for the Tigers.
That soft tip right over the block and in the middle scores almost every time for the Tigers. Powerful offense when they do mix in those slower paced shots. Usually catches the opponent's defense on their heels. You're going to see a nice low float from Nadia Kern once again. Double on the Crusaders side. We'll send Nadia Kern back to serve for game point.
Nice serve by Nadia. Dump attempt, and it lands again for Ramirez. So she has really had that one working up her sleeve. That is 4 kills for the setter. So whenever you see that in the box score, you know that is a dump, at least typically. So the Crusaders alive for one more. Amarino, Fate. And they'll keep it going into the double digits are the Crusaders, down 10-24. So can Caitlin Johnson engineer 14 in a row to keep it going? She'll try. Watley, Amarino, and Kira Lynch says goodnight.
Tigers all smiles despite taking a loss in that third set. They came out really strong here in the fourth to wrap things up. Final score 25-10.
This will conclude the first day of the 2022 Southern Collegiate Athletic Conference crossover.
10-0 in conference play. Love to see that round number, don't you, Jade?
Not a bad way to end a Friday night, that is for sure. But the weekend is not over, Brian. We got 2 more matches ahead of us.
Far from it. Still so much action here on Tiger Network. You are lucky to get to call the Centenary match tomorrow at 12:15. I unfortunately will not be with you.
Unfortunately, indeed. I will be solo dolo up here. But if you're looking forward to that football match, or football game tomorrow, you'll catch Brian on that broadcast. But that being said, be sure to tune in to both
That's
volleyball
right.
and football tomorrow.
There's time for both, and with our new features here on Tiger Network, we have been showing multiple games at a time. So we should have that picture-in-picture tomorrow. As the volleyball match concludes, you can catch a little bit of the football game and then flip on over to that. I will be with Luke Terry on Tiger Network calling that one. But then guess what? I'm back on Sunday.
Back on Sunday for the big match.
The big match for sure of this weekend. Colorado College, always the marquee matchup for Trinity here at home. And look, there is the picture-in-picture right on cue. This time we have a concert. We have it all on Tiger Network. What don't we do? It's a little bit like the Tiger volleyball team, just offense, defense, serving, all the ingredients that you need.
All the cameras, all the audio. What more can you ask for?
Not much, Jade. Not very much. And so tomorrow, another day full of volleyball on Tiger Network. 12:15 the time for Trinity against Centenary. 1 o'clock for football against Barry. And then 11 a.m. on Sunday morning against Colorado College. So do not miss a second of the action. There we are. Look, for the first time. Didn't use much of our broadcast cam. But excited to see another Tiger win. And hope you all have a fantastic Friday night. Thank you to everyone involved, everyone for tuning in. And see you soon.